Well, good morning, everybody. It's the first week of September. We've just had a thrilling victory in the fourth test, which gives us a series win against India in the cricket. The England ladies footies team are doing very well and qualified for Europe. Soon be the end of the summer holidays, so the kids will be back at school and off our hands, as it were. So I think it's time for another one of my in practice blogs, and this time I'm going to be looking at things digital. Well, as I say, here we are in September 18, another month gone, another month nearer MTD for VAT. I was looking at a few things to do with the digital agenda. All of you, I'm sure, will recall that when MTD was first announced back in 2017, HMRC put out the bold announcement that they wanted to be, and I better get this right, they wanted to become the most digitally advanced tax authority in the world. I repeat that, the most digitally advanced tax authority in the world. A laudable desire, no doubt. And how's it going? Well, let's just take one point here. And it got picked up recently by the Mail Online, and you can see a piece I gave for them. But we have a situation where if you cannot get agreement over your tax affairs, and you and HMRC are at loggerheads, you can pass it to the adjudicator's office for a review. Now, if you're going to pass it to the adjudicator's office, you want it to be seamlessly and simple and straightforward, wouldn't you? So the first logical step is, if you've got your complaint, you want to pass it to the adjudicator's office. How are you going to do it? Common sense says to you, here we are, well, we go by email. And yet, here we are, and here's the rub, and yet, the adjudicators, I want to get this right, I'm going to read it to you because this is what the adjudicator's office actually had to say. HMRC could do more to inform customers using its complaints process about how and when to access the adjudicator service, as well as make it easier for them to do it. So again, and repeat again, to make it easier for them to do it. How would that be? Well, common sense would say, straight away, fire off a quick email, let's get the process moving, yeah? But no, and this is the rub, and it's amazing, really. In its report, the adjudicator has said, due to wider departmental pressures, HMRC have not yet been able to approve the funding we require, so we cannot offer email as a channel of contact for our customers. I'm going to say that again. HMRC has not yet been able to approve the funding we require, so we cannot offer email as a channel of contact for our customers. So there we go. The laudable thing, oh, we're going to make ourselves the most digitally advanced tax authority in the world, but actually, when it comes down to making a complaint, when it comes down to a scintilla of pressure upon HMRC, when it comes down to that, there's no money in the budget, and they can't even set up an email system for people who have problems to progress their complaint simply and straightforward. No, we've got to put it in a letter. I mean, you simply can't make this stuff up. Here we are, all of us as accountants in practice, getting buried alive under stuff about MTD, making it digital, and here's HMRC can't even instigate an email service. I mean, it beggars belief, doesn't it? As I say, here we are in September 18, another month gone, another month nearer MTD for VAT. And when you think about this MTD for VAT, what we know is that at this moment in time, and for the foreseeable future, although no doubt whatsoever it will change, we are only submitting the self-same 9 boxes that we've always been submitting. We're only submitting the self-same 9 boxes. Those 9 boxes, right, form one and one only calculation within the 9 boxes. There's one where you take away columns. That's it. And one of the big things HMRC continually going on about is that MTD for VAT is going to cut down on errors. Well, how on earth is that going to happen then? The errors, whatever errors could or are being made, must be being made within the bulk of the record keeping, within the entries themselves. That's where the errors are. The errors from there to reporting the 9 boxes, is that really where the errors are? Is it really that when people were coming out of their software, very simply doing their adjustments and working out their flat rate scheme adjustments, etc., or second-hand margins, worked it all out and then moved to put them on the 9 boxes? The entry of the mere 9 boxes was not fraught with problems because there's only one calculation which was done for you by the gateway software. Whatever errors were contained within the body of the work. Now, when we go MTD for VAT and we're applying our APIs to everything, we're still only taking the self-same body of work and firing it off to HMRC. So how is that going to cut down on the errors? It's nonsense, absolute nonsense. But HMRC, they believe everything they're fed by Lord knows who, and they keep going on. They believe it's going to cut down on errors. I can't see it. I genuinely cannot see how it's going to cut down on those particular errors. But who the heck am I to say? As we're getting closer to the MTD for VAT filing deadline in April, already, here we are saying September, already we're beginning to see more and more software houses announcing that they've filed VAT returns with their new APIs, etc. And, you know, you have to sit back and think, well, seriously, any software company that is providing software to accountants of any substance, let's be honest, you just run through the list of the usual suspects. You've got your Sage, you've got your Xero, you've got your ClearBooks, you've got your QuickBooks, you've got your Free Agent, you've got your tax calcs, you've got your BTCs, you've got your absolutes. I mean, anybody who is providing, I'm sorry if I've missed it one, anybody who is providing software of any substance to accountants knows full well they're going to have to get that software to be able to file VAT returns from April. It's a given, right? So please, please, are we going to suffer every other week headlines in all of the accounting press, etc., XYZ and company have filed a VAT return, whoopee-doo? That's what they're going to have to do. They're going to have to make it work. And there's no doubt in my mind, if you're Xero, if you're Sage, if you're QuickBooks, etc., you're obviously going to make it work, so you will be able to file VAT returns. But, please, just get on with the job, make it happen, get it done. Please don't bury us alive under, we're so proud that we filed a VAT return and our API works. We assume that you'll have done that, guys, yeah? Well, on the 27th of September, I'll be at the Worsley Park Marriott Hotel in Manchester as part of Practice Evolution Conference. We've got an absolute stonking good lineup of people. We've got some new people to bring to the membership and bring to the attendees who I think are not too many people have seen in the past, and they're really good. We've got a fabulous keynote from the Paralympian and TV presenter Danny Crates. You are not going to want to miss him. It's going to be really uplifting and really good. And we've got some other new people as well. We've got the wonderful, I'm going to apologize in advance because I've probably got this name wrong, but we've got the wonderful Maria Pozinitsky, and she'll be talking to us about a really important part of our work, inheritance tax planning. She'll be there covering all aspects of inheritance tax planning, and it's going to be one you're not going to want to miss. Another new person we bring in toward before a lot of you will be Victoria Fleming. Victoria Fleming will be giving us 10 simple steps to market and grow your accountancy practice. I mean, and I've seen this lady, and she really is good, and you're gonna lap it up, and she's really very good. Who else are we bringing to you that's a little bit new? Yes, coming from TaxCalc, our sponsors, one of our sponsors, we've got the fabulous Martin Davey. He's going to give us the latest information on what's happening in MTD and the admin of MTD from the software perspective, as well as cluing us up on what's going on. We've got some good old faithfuls, if I can use that term. We've got fabulous Richard Sims on the AMLCC, which and talking again, but probably about boom and how and keeping up accountants keeping up to date with their money laundering obligations. We've got Nick Lewis, who last 2 years has been rated outstanding at our conference. Nick Lewis will be talking about all things social media, and again, he's one you're not going to want to miss. And last but not least, did I mention I'll be there? So do come along. 27th of September. It's in Manchester. There's still some tickets available. Get in touch with the office 0800 074 2896. Go onto the old website www.icpa.org.uk. Grab yourself a ticket. This is seriously one conference you're not going to want to miss. See you then.